Let me tell you, my investment philosophy actually comes down to just two words: don't buy and don't sell. Some people might think, are you kidding me? But I'm not joking around. I'm not here to make jokes. I'm here to make money, especially in situations where the market is uncertain, like when you can't be sure whether interest rates will go up or down each year. This philosophy becomes even more effective. So what exactly is this don't buy and don't sell philosophy? A lot of people probably haven't heard of it before. Let's talk about don't sell first. Among viewers who are familiar with me, there should already be some understanding of this concept. And many of our clients have already experienced just how powerful this approach is. There are several advantages to not selling. The first, which I keep emphasizing, is that it's not just a philosophy, it's more of a conviction. It's a strategy that you put into action, something at the strategic level, because only when you decide to firmly stick to this don't sell philosophy can you actually have the chance to benefit from the effects of compounding. A lot of people don't realize this. When we talk about something about a product's annual appreciation, with a 10% annualized compound return, after 15 years, the increase is not actually 150%. It's actually 400%. And generally speaking, psychologically, if you plan to hold something for 10 years, in reality, you might sell it after just a year or two. If you plan to hold it for a year, you might end up selling it after just a few months. So only when I decide not to sell do I have a chance to actually stick it out until the day the compounding effect kicks in. The second point is also something many people can't quite figure out, right? There will definitely be people in the comments asking, if you don't sell this thing, where does your money come from? What do you use for your daily expenses? So let's take a moment to explain this in a bit more detail. Because generally speaking, assets can be divided into two types. One type doesn't bring you any cash flow at all. For example, if you buy collectibles, precious metals, gold, or even some stocks that don't pay dividends, these are assets that don't generate cash flow. The other type, regardless of whether the asset appreciates or depreciates, will still provide you with some cash flow. For instance, you might buy a stock that pays dividends, or you might buy a shop or a house that can generate rental income for you. That is, it can also generate rental income. So the best kind of asset is one that appreciates steadily, is scarce, and at the same time can provide you with cash flow. This way you can ensure that while the asset is appreciating, it also generates some cash flow for you, which you can use for your expenses. As the value of your assets grows larger and larger, the cash flow it generates will eventually be enough for you to support your family without having to work. I often see some interesting comments in the comment section where people say that they also invest in real estate like I do, but they can't hold on to their properties and end up having to sell them. Pay attention, it's that they can only sell. So you'll notice that if you're still holding these assets with a mortgage, then cash flow becomes even more important than you might think. If you want to stick to the strategy of not selling, you need to have enough money to spend, or at the very least enough to help you hold on to the asset. This is the difference that a lot of people just don't understand. Then the third point is that one of the advantages of not selling is